Okay, so you know that feeling, right?
Yeah.
When something in your business goes totally sideways, like your phones crash or your website goes down, and you're just like, not now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, for a ton of businesses, the thing that keeps everything humming along is their IT infrastructure. But when that goes down, it can cause some major chaos.
Yeah, it's like the foundation of the whole operation. You don't really think about it until it's gone, and then it's a huge
Like
problem.
the plumbing in your house, right?
Yep.
You don't think about it until it backs up.
Exactly.
We actually had a client here in the GTA recently that had a real wake-up call when it came to their IT.
Oh, yeah. What happened?
It was almost like one of those aha moments when you realize how vulnerable you are.
Right, right.
So they had this server room that was basically struggling to keep up with the demands of their business. The biggest issue, overheating.
Overheating. Ooh, that's not good.
Not good at all. And they were trying to fix it with one of those portable AC units, the kind you can wheel around.
Yeah, I've seen those. They work okay for like a small space or for a little while, but
Exactly. But this server room, it just wasn't built for that kind of heat load. The ventilation was terrible.
so it was like putting a Band-Aid on a broken bone.
Totally.
Yeah.
And the risks were pretty serious, actually. I mean, we're talking about the possibility of their servers getting fried from the heat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, not to mention the risk of unplanned downtime. Like imagine if their whole system went down because of the heat. Their productivity would tank, customers would be frustrated.
Yeah, that's a nightmare scenario for any business.
A total nightmare. And it could even affect their data integrity, which is a whole other can of worms.
For sure.
So what we're going to do in this deep dive is walk you through how we help this client go from temporary fixes to a real sustainable solution.
Okay, I'm all ears.
We didn't just find them a bigger AC unit. We helped them move their entire server infrastructure to a professional data center.
Oh, wow, that's a big step.
It was. But it wasn't just about cooling things down. It was about giving their whole IT system an upgrade, better performance, better security, better reliability.
So you were basically future-proofing their business, right?
Exactly. And by hearing this story, hopefully you guys listening can get some ideas about how to deal with any potential IT risks in your own businesses.
Yeah, because let's be real, prevention is way better than trying to clean up a disaster later.
100%.
So tell me, what was it that made you realize this client needed more than just a quick fix? What was the tipping point?
Well, I think for me, it was seeing that portable AC unit running 24/7. You could tell it was working its tail off, but the temperature was still way too high.
Yeah.
It was like a big red flag that the room itself just couldn't handle the heat.
The room was just not built for it.
Exactly.
That's a really good point for anyone listening. If those temporary fixes are running nonstop, it's a sign you need to look deeper.
Yeah, you got to tackle the root of the problem, not just the symptom. So when we came in, we did a deep dive assessment, right? We didn't just glance at the server room. We looked at the airflow, the cooling capacity, the heat output of all their equipment. We wanted the full picture.
Due diligence, right. You can't recommend a solution until you understand the problem.
Precisely. And it became clear that adding more cooling to that room was just kicking the can down the road.
So what did you recommend?
We said, look, you need to move your servers to a professional data center. Now, I know that can sound scary for some businesses,
Yeah, it's a big change.
but when you look at the benefits, it just makes sense. It was
Yeah.
about future-proofing their entire IT system.
What kind of benefits are we talking about?
Okay, first up, redundant power systems. This is huge. Data centers have multiple power sources, including backups. So if there's a power outage, your systems stay up and running.
No downtime. That's crucial, especially these days when businesses rely so heavily on technology.
Absolutely. Imagine losing power in the middle of processing online orders. It would be a disaster. Redundancy minimizes that risk.
That peace of mind is worth a lot.
Next, you've got advanced cooling infrastructure. We're not talking about your average AC unit here. Data centers are designed to maintain perfect temperature and humidity levels for IT equipment.
Yeah, they have these super sophisticated systems to make sure everything stays cool.
They're way more efficient than trying to cool a small room with a portable unit.
Plus, consistent cooling means less wear and tear on the equipment, right?
Right, which saves money in the long run. Then there's the network connectivity. Data centers are usually in areas with amazing internet infrastructure, and they connect to multiple top-tier providers.
So faster and more reliable internet.
You got it. And if one provider goes down, there are others to take over, so your business stays online.
Redundancy is key in all aspects, it seems.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, we can't forget about security. Data centers are Fort Knox when it comes to security. They have physical security like controlled access and surveillance and digital security protocols to protect your data,
It's way more secure than what most businesses could do on their own.
for sure. And I know what you're thinking. Moving your whole server setup sounds like a logistical nightmare.
Yeah, I was just going to say that sounds like a massive undertaking.
And that's where we come in. We work with the client and the data center to make the migration as smooth as possible.
So minimal disruption to their business.
That's the goal. We come up with a plan, move everything during off-peak hours, and test everything thoroughly. It's a well-choreographed process.
Sounds like you guys really have this down to a science.
We try our best. And the results for this client, I gotta say, were fantastic.
Tell me about it.
First off, the overheating problem vanished. Poof. Gone. Their servers are happy now, running in an environment built for them.
So no more fried servers.
Exactly. And then there's the security. They now have that top-notch security in place, both physical and digital, which gives them peace of mind and helps them meet any compliance requirements they have.
Compliance is a big one these days, for sure.
Definitely. And because of the redundant power and the rock-solid internet connection, they've seen way fewer outages.
So their IT is more reliable, which means they can focus on their business, not on tech problems.
Exactly. And that brings us to the biggest win of all. They have confidence in their IT now. They're not constantly worrying about things crashing or going down.
They can sleep at night knowing their IT is in good hands.
Exactly. So, while we're on the topic, I wanted to ask our listeners, have you ever dealt with a server room that feels like a sauna in the summer? Or have you experienced those frustrating moments when your internet or power goes out unexpectedly?
These are the kinds of things that keep business owners up at night.
For real. And a lot of times, the IT setup that worked when you were starting out just can't keep up as your business grows.
It's like trying to fit into your old jeans after a growth spurt.
Perfect analogy. Well, if any of this is ringing a bell, we here at IT BizTech are here to help. We have a ton of experience with managed IT services and IT support. We can help you create a custom solution that takes care of those headaches and keeps your IT running smoothly and securely.
We really pride ourselves on understanding each business's unique needs and tailoring our solutions accordingly.
That's right. So if you're thinking about upgrading your IT and want to explore the benefits of greater reliability, security, and performance, give us a shout.
We love talking shop and helping businesses achieve their IT goals.
You can reach us at 416-342-1568 or toll-free at 877-275-8774. We also have offices in North York at 364 Supertest Road, Suite 207, M3J2M2, and in Richmond Hill at 9580 Young Street, Suite 9, L4C1V6.
Don't be shy. Reach out. We're here to help.
And hey, while you're at it, check out some of our recent blog posts for more info on all things IT. We have one called Are You Overpaced for Cloud Services? Here's how to slash cost, which could be super helpful if you're using cloud services.
We also have a post called How Outdated IT Systems Put Your Business at Risk, which is kind of what we've been talking about today.
It's definitely worth a read. We've also got posts on optimizing IT infrastructure for scalability and growth, the impact of 5G on business IT infrastructure, and the benefits of hybrid cloud solutions for businesses.
We try to cover a wide range of topics to help businesses stay ahead of the curve.
So, to sum it all up, being proactive and taking care of your IT infrastructure is key to your business's success. Even those small issues, like an overheated server room, can have a ripple effect.
It's about shifting your mindset and viewing IT as an asset, not just a cost. When it's done right, IT can fuel efficiency, security, and innovation.
And here at IT BizTech, that's what we're all about. We help businesses build that strong IT foundation they need to thrive.
We want you to feel confident in your IT, knowing it's not going to hold you back.
So here's a parting thought. Is your current IT setup really helping you reach your goals? Or could it be a weak link, just waiting to cause problems? Think about the peace of mind you'd have with a really solid and reliable IT system.
It's not just about fixing problems, it's about building a system that sets you up for success.
That's it for today's deep dive. Thanks for listening.
See you next time.